Okay, cool. So we're just gonna have a look at what we're doing this week, guys. Um, First thing I need to let you know is that your first thing I need to let you know is that this week's literacy assignment has some challenging parts in it, but there's going to be a workshop on Tuesday relating to task 3. Task 3 is quite challenging, so don't don't panic if things aren't working for you. Just stay calm. We're there. I'm here to help. There's going to be a workshop guiding you through task 3 if you need it. Some people might not need it, and therefore they can just hit it out by themselves. So let's go through what we're doing. First, I'm going to take out these earplugs because they're horrible. Okay, so the first thing that let's just check the stream. Yeah, cool. Okay, so task 1's really simple. It's spelling. Now, got two different lists sort of running here. We've got the word lab list here, or the easier option. I've called it the easy option, but it might be right for you. In particular, there's some people who need to learn these words. This is from your heart words. So you've got 4 from the heart's words and 4 from your word lab. Now you can choose what option you want to do, or you can do all 8 words, but I suggest only choosing 4 words. And then you're going to do the 333 spelling with it. So using 3 different sentences 3 times. So for each word, write each word 3 times with capitals, and break it into syllables and write each word 3 times. So, answer, breaking it into your syllables. If you need to check how many syllables it has, just copy it, go like that. Command C, see how I've just copied it there. Just checking that looks copied. Yep, that looks copied. Pull it across, put it in here, and then just write. Oopsies. Syllables. How many syllables in answer? And then it says answer is 2 syllables. See, so you can check it yourself. So if you need to check it, do check it. Don't worry if you need to check it. Don't let it freak you out. It's the sort of thing that took me years to get, and I still have to check myself. It's okay, but it's a real big part of spelling is being able to break it down into syllables, and it really helps. And it's part of the reason why I personally am not a great speller, because I haven't done that work. So, yeah, choose your list. Use it in sentences. Write it out, and write it out, breaking it into syllables. When you break it into syllables, it should look like this option here. See, answer. You can see it clearly separates the two, so you can see it. Cool. Okay, so task 2 is the big task of the week, and task 3 is complementary to task 2, and it's a reading task. So let's have a look at task 2 first. Introduction week. You are to write an introduction this week. Make sure you start with a hook, clearly state your point of view, and state your 3 main points. That's what we've been working on for introductions this whole time. So it's really important that you do that. So I'm going to read this little box below. As you can see from the box below, you will be in charge of arguing a point of view. Unfortunately, you guys don't have the opportunity to choose what side of the argument you're on. If your name is written on this side, your 4 movies, oopsie, this side here, that's the 4 movies people, the Richie, Bennis, Gemma, Daniel. And the 4 books side is Benjamin Bolter, Ben Polden, Jasmine, Georgia, Ryder, Taylor. I think I'm missing an H. So that's the 2 different sides, guys. It's important to learn how to argue any side of the argument, because sometimes it's the best way to work on the actual skills of forming an argument. So this week, all you have to do is write your introduction. We're slowing it down again. This is going to be a good copy, which means it needs to be completely, at the end of this week, you need to write your introduction. You need to have completely edited it. That means your capitals, your full stops need to be all in the right spot. Everything needs to be perfect, because that's what we're focusing on a little bit this week, is the editing process and making sure that we're getting everything perfect. So for that, you'll need your 3 main points. You'll need to know what your 3 main points are this week. You'll need to have your hook clearly sorted out, and your point of view. Well, I've chosen your point of view, as you can clearly see. If you're a writer, your point of view is, or the point of view that you're arguing in this argument is, movies are way worse than books. Books are way better, whatever way you want to state that. Whereas if you're Casey, she's in the movie side, so she's going to say, movies are way better than books. So I've chosen your points of view. So all you really need to do is choose your 3 main points of argument and find your hook for this week and write it into a coherent introduction. What I'd suggest is, again, you can look at key sentence starters from week 5. We had the key sentence starters for persuasive language. They might help you. And last week we revised that, so those sort of things will help you. And I also wrote a list of key points that you may want to research, or you may want to use. Okay, that means that right here, if you're on the movie side, right here on the book side, they are key points that you could decide to use in your introduction. Remember, your key points, you're going to have to be able to write a whole paragraph on each one. So just when you put them into your introduction, you only have to mention them. But when you come to actually writing your piece of writing, it says you need 3 key points, which means you're going to have 3 body paragraphs, 1 on each of your key points. So I've listed some here, but you don't need to use my ones, but I just thought, gives you a helping hand up. So yeah, that's what that's all about. I've just got a little spot here, just says record a list of where you got your research from. This will help with your with next week. So if you choose to, let's say you're on the books side, and you choose to deviate from these key points, you might want to write down where you got your research or your key points from, because next week you'll be speaking about those key things, and you'll be writing about those key things, and it will be a big help to you. Task 3, real simple task 3. Task 3 is you're going to start reading the articles listed below, this one here and this one. So this one's about why books are better, so it's for the book people, and this one's about why movies are better. Now the movies one is a lot harder piece of reading. I'm sorry about that. I just couldn't find an easier piece of reading that was still topical. And last week you did a piece of reading that was a bit more fun and light-hearted, whereas this week I just want to really dig into this topic. So what we're talking about is, so this next step is really important, especially for the people who are doing the movie one, is you're going to open it up, you're going to write down all the complex words, all the words that you think, I can read it, or maybe I can't read it, but I don't know what it means, or I can read it and I don't know what it means, or I can't read it and I don't know what it means. Write them down, copy them down into your book, and then after that you're going to throw them into your search bar, followed by the word synopsis. You might want to write that down so that you don't have to look that word, how to spell that word up every time, because that would be the sort of word that I'd have to look up to spell. So, and then what that does is, if you search a word with synopsis followed by synopsis, it shows you a whole heap of other words that are very similar to it. So I'll do an example. Here we go. Let's say influencing. Oh. Oh, come on. Consensus. Consciousness. Sorry. Consciousness. There is a consciousness. So what we do is we put it in here and we write oopsies, synonyms. Did I write synopsis after that? Oh, synonyms. I'll fix that later before you guys have it up there. I'll fix it right now. Sometimes I wonder about myself. Synonyms, and it comes up with a list of other words that mean consciousness. So, like other words that can sort of mean similar things: awareness, wakefulness, alertness, responsiveness. And of course, you can always click on any of those and get Google to read it to you.
Alertness.
Or
awareness.
So that's just some tricks to solving those things that you can't solve by yourself normally. So once you've gone through and you've got your list of synonyms, words, and you've got the synonyms for them, so you sort of gained a rough understanding of what those words means, then you've got to have a go at reading it. Now, again, this is some people will find this hard. It's, especially the second one. I really did try to find an easier article, but it's about having a go. This when it's aimed a little higher, it's about your ability to have a go and your ability to work on the tools, on the things that we can work on. So one important tool for this week is actually getting this process down of, okay, I'm isolating what I see was hard, and I'm trying to solve those problems. And that's what I really want you to get good at, because it's a key for everybody in life, is being able to look at a problem and go, okay, I can't do that right now. How am I going to do it? And that being able to look up the synonyms and then getting Google to read those words out and then putting them back into the sentence afterwards can really be cool. And then the last part of this is try to explain what those readings mean in your own words. That's it. Just like might only be, I'd say it should be at least 2 lines, but maybe as many as 5 lines. I don't want you writing a thesis on it. Just a simple, explain what those words mean in your own words. So task 3. Find the complex words, write them down in your book from your piece of reading. Look them up, the synonyms. Now, I've said here that if you still don't understand it after the synonym, you've got the synonyms, you can bring them to me, and we'll talk them through together. But we're also going to have a workshop on those pieces of reading on Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday. Have to talk with Ashley about timing. But that's the 3 tasks. The big one, the one that I place most value in, is task 2, because that's our big goal for this term, getting our reading happening. Okay, cool. Have good fun, and I'll see you